Hi, I'm Nancy Verhei and the host of the Elder Care Channel. I'm very excited to have with me a special guest from Safe at Home of Western Washington and Northern Oregon. And John, would you like to say a little bit about yourself to our audience?
Yes, I would. Thank you, Nancy. My name is John Carlstrom, and I'm a Senior Safety Specialist for Safe at Home.
Yes, and one of the things I've asked John today is I wanted him to give a very basic outline of what is a medical alert system. We're going to follow up with several other videos on specific topics like the different types of equipment and fall prevention, but this is our very basic overview of what is a medical alert system. I also hope he will cover what do they look like? I know so many seniors have seen advertisements and or heard advertisements, and they don't really know what one looks like, or a help button, for instance. And why do people need them? Why does every senior citizen need them in the home? And how much do they cost? And then basic information, so if you have additional questions after this presentation, you could call John and he could give you some free information on the phone. So let's start with what is a medical alert system and what does it look like, John?
Well, a medical alert unit, or a PERS unit, Personal Emergency Response System, looks like this. Excuse me. And there are many different models. They're installed in your home up to a landline and or some that do not require a landline. And they are exceptional. They have loudspeakers on them. The microphones are very sensitive, and we can get to that in a different video.
And this is actually, you told me in an earlier conversation, a mini computer. So when somebody depresses their button, is that one of your buttons
This
there?
is a pendant you wear around your neck or on your wrist.
And you have many different styles because I've seen
Absolutely.
them. So when they push their button, they need help, they've fallen on the floor, and or whatever has happened, they're having chest pains. What happens then?
Well, once the client presses their pendant, an operator from the monitoring center will come on and ask them if they need help. And help is 30 seconds away or less. And so at that time, the operator will come on and ask if you need help. If they don't hear from you, they will ask your name 3 times. And then if you don't respond, then they will either dispatch an ambulance right away to your home and or apartment, and or call a responder, which could be a family member and or a friend maybe next door to come check on you. We have all that in the computer, and so that relays to the monitoring center. And at the time of you pressing your pendant, the monitoring center brings up your account automatically, and they know your name, your address, your phone number, what ails you, what medications you may take. And that's a lot faster than having to drag yourself along the floor with a broken hip and and or an illness and trying to get to the phone, which will aggravate your injury even more. And it's a lot easier to push your pendant and get help versus dial 911 and then try to explain all your injuries and or who you are and where you live.
Oh, yes. I like this unit so much, I installed it in my own father's home in Los Angeles. And what I like about it is you could toggle up the volume so that if they're hard of hearing, they could hear the operator and the operator could hear them.
That is correct. You can raise and lower the volume. This unit specifically, it's called a Palm 3000, and it will actually do medication reminders also. And of course, we can get into that in a different video.
What do you find is the most common reasons that people use this? That might not, I know there's medical, but there's other reasons too why they would use it.
Well, for medical reasons, what if you have a heart attack or stroke, or you've fallen, or low blood sugar? You can use it to summons police. If you hear noises outside your home or outside your window, someone's jiggling your door handle, you can press your pendant and they will summons the police. If there's a fire, they will send the fire department to your home also. You're the boss. The client is the boss. As soon as you press the pendant, the operator on here will do anything that you ask them to do.
Oh, that's great. Do they provide room service?
That's probably the only thing that they don't.
Okay. So that would be great for women who live alone, and can you use it in domestic violence situations?
Absolutely. And you know, the greatest thing is, as soon as you activate your pendant, the speaker is quite loud, and so if there is an intruder, that will usually scare someone away. Intruders do not like loud noises. Domestic violence situations, someone is coming on and they're going to talk to you right away, and if you can't make it to the phone, it's wonderful. The speaker is very sensitive, so they'll hear you pretty much anywhere in your home.
Yeah. Is this the unit that if it's a domestic violence or something that is really scary to the client, that they could record that in the monitoring station for follow-up with the police?
You know, actually, any of the units that we do carry is all monitored through our monitoring station.
Well,
Every conversation.
how much does something like this cost? Do they have to buy the equipment? Does insurance cover it? You know?
You know, most units cost less than $1 a day, and for $1 a day, that is a lot. Is
Pretty cheap insurance.
It's not right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a lot compared to your independence at home. Absolutely.
So this actually acts like a nurse call system that they have in the hospital, but you can have it in your own home.
That is correct, and it's a wonderful program. These are wonderful units, and I think everyone should have one.
Can the
They even have them in dorms in colleges that I've
really
seen.
for safety purposes? That's really great. Well, thank you, John. I know we have several more of these videos to make, and so stay tuned for some other exciting information about medical alert systems and why you might want to consider one in your home.